Hi guys, try to be normal here. It's February 21st, 2020, and we have this article from February 18th, 2020. This is at civildeadline.com. I haven't vetted this website, so I'll leave you to do the research. But the article here: Mexico takes down 2 Soros employees for human trafficking tied to infamous caravans. Mexico is no longer playing games. They've arrested 2 caravan enablers on human trafficking charges. Both have accepted money to help these illegal aliens invade the United States. That makes them criminals and human traffickers, in my book as well. Cristobal Sanchez and Irineo Mujica were arrested within an hour of each other last week in different parts of Mexico and flown together to the southern town of Tapachula in Chiapas State for the court hearing on charges they illegally transported immigrants for money. Let's see if Soros' money can sway Mexican judges like they do in the United States. Okay, from the Conservative Tribune. That could mark a sea change in Mexico's handling of the migrants coming through their country and into the United States. No matter how you slice it, it's a huge win for Trump and America, I might add. The 2 men were arrested on Wednesday as the United States and Mexico negotiated a deal. Mexico agreed to clamp down on people smuggling networks and deploy security forces to curb illegal immigration from Central America. One of the main groups encouraging and facilitating the movement of immigrants through Mexico, many of them without legal paperwork, is one we've heard of several times: Pueblos Sin Fronteras, or People Without Borders. Its organization's reaction to the Latin American nation's renewed interest in border enforcement is any sign. Trump's negotiations have definitely struck a chord. We all know that Pueblos Sin Fronteras is funded by George Soros. The Mexican government has captured them to present them like trophies to the United States government, Pueblos Sin Fronteras said in a statement. But that very group's actions likely push both the U.S. and Mexican governments to crack down on the thousands of immigrants ignoring border rules and moving through their countries. As we know, Pueblos Sin Fronteras has, if you remember any of the photos, all those big caravans coming up, they all had nice new shoes and clothes, and they all had many of them, if not most of them, had cell phones, working cell phones and everything. So Soros paid very well for their comfort, and they were buses and hopping trains and other vehicles to get up here faster. We all remember that. Well, Pueblos Sin Fronteras, I think that, racketeering charges ought to be brought against them personally, RICO Act charges. I just thought you guys might be interested in this. This is a bright note in the news today. So you all have a wonderful weekend.